Stash Tips, it's Alex from Lunar Games. So today I'm going to be talking about a subject that is it makes me really happy, and I can't process what happened in this past season of it. But if you don't know, Joey Graceffa Post has just finished season 3 of Escape the Night, which means that there's a lot of theories going around of what might happen. In season 3, there's a lot of, I guess, pain and remorse that Joey feels, in my opinion, of like everything that it has happened in these past few seasons, especially to all of his friends that he felt he left down. And we get a hint of that in the last episode where he says, I just want to make up for all my wrongs that I've done and like all the pain that I've caused to them. I can't remember exactly how many people were shown in this clip, but I do know that these few people were shown, and I'm going to list off the ones I remember exactly. I'm sorry if I forget a few of them. So, the first one that was shown was Shane. Shane was the one that they failed to save. And Joey feels like he let him down, in a sense, I feel. And that's something that truly, like, affected leading into the first season. The second one I remember entirely shown. I think she actually was the second one shown. But it was Lele. And she was the last one to die in that season. So it makes sense that he felt like he left her down as well, because he was her partner in that episode. And he couldn't save her again. Another one that was shown was Gabby. I don't even know how to explain a lot of that. But she didn't expect to be put in, and I have no reason why. Can't even explain a lot of this because I don't understand a lot of the stuff that goes along with her and the reason why she was shown in that clip, but she was. Daystorm was shown in that clip as well. And this was their dying moments too. So it makes me really sad to say a lot of this. Daystorm, he died because a lot of hatred towards him. And Joey didn't really do anything about it. Because he felt that Daystorm could handle himself. And which he could, but a lot of it was a lot of overconfidence that Daystorm had, and I think Joey helped with that confidence. I think that's what caused, and that's I think what caused a lot of guilt. Another one was Alex. Like I said, for Lele, he couldn't save him, and he was the last one to die in that season, minus Joey himself, who died and came back. So, I'm going through a lot of the things that were shown in this clip and explaining a lot before I get into my actual theory. But I remember two more. There might be one that I forgot. But I'm going to name them. Colleen, that was the saddest death in season 3 to date, because she was basically betrayed. Again, betrayed by everyone, it seemed like. And Joey felt like he couldn't do anything about it. Like you heard in the clip of her dying, Nikita say, grab her. Like, it was a sense of that she couldn't do anything about it, and she couldn't, even though it was up to vote, it led a lot of guilt because she had been put in something that you could hear her cries of agony And it just built up a lot of guilt in him, and I feel so bad for him. And then the last one I remember entirely was actually Liza, and this one hurts to say because that was actually one of the most kind of unfair but at the same time fair deaths. She died. She was actually put into that situation because Joey thought she could handle it, and turns out she couldn't. And during that season, they were dealing with an evil sorceress who loved the rules that she set down. And when people disobeyed them, she got angry. And during that season, she sent her Furies after them. And that's what cost Liza her life. She was dragged to her death, and she didn't deserve it. And she was the one that said in the final clip of season 3 that they were all crying for help, and that it was his chance to make things right. So that's all the background into what I'm leading into. That basically led into a idea that season 4, if it happens, might be an all-star season, which I'm really excited because that means I get to see a lot of faces that I haven't seen in a while. And since they're the deceased guests, that means it's going to take something in return to get them back, in my opinion. Because I get the feeling that for this season it might be a life for a life. So it's not entirely an all-star season, but there's a chance it's going to be, where we have all-stars from the last 3 seasons. For one, if there is going to be an all-star season, that means the few that were shown in that last clip are guaranteed to play some part in what happens in season 4 if they are brought back. And when they are brought back, they might be sent back to the era that they belong in, and they'll be saved, and Joey will lose a piece of guilt that he felt. But I think it's going to start off with the same amount of people that it always does, which is 10, and then again slowly lead up to only 3 survivors. And which makes me really sad to think about, but it's like I said before, it's just a theory. I have no clue what's going to happen, and this is just a possibility of the endless things that might happen for season 4. And the reason why I think a life for a life is because a lot of situations that they were put into these past few times, like every time that they were put into a challenge, one was guaranteed to die. So the idea that a winning prize for this season is a past life of a guest makes me think it's not guaranteed that they'll survive entirely out of what they would entirely survive throughout the season. They would only be there for that exact episode. So it's, like I said, a theory, and it's not going to change anything entirely. I just hope you guys can understand my input on this. I'm excited because of the fact that there's a possibility season 4 I will get to see someone who I'm sad did not make it to the end of season 2, which is Alex Wasabi. I really hope that I get to see him being brought back to life, and I really hope that the cost of them being brought back does not mean a life for life. But you look back at lore and a lot of things, and that's what comes to mind. So, I guess I'm ending it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go on and land on that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!